to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, I've got Mirko Pizzi.
That's it. That's correct.
That's it. I can end it there. Happy man.
Exactly. That was great.
How are you doing, Mirko? Are you all right?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Trying to dealing with this lockdown that recently kicked in, but we say, I mean, I'm staying healthy. I'm staying positive. Hoping that soon we'll have the chance to fight again.
Yeah. Well, as I say, here in the UK, we're kind of reopened to the masses, as it were. We've got a lot of people coming into stadiums and all sorts of things. And I know you kind of had a piece of that over there, and then all of a sudden it locks down again. So it's
exactly.
Tough,
we didn't really live the COVID. We are like kind of into a bubble. We didn't actually experience what you went through in Europe. So for us, it's a bit of, it came a bit as a shock for us now, because we are facing a lockdown. We only did like not even a couple of months last year. It was really easy. It wasn't like a hard lockdown like here in Italy, for example, when people was literally forced to be at home and the army was patrolling the streets. We haven't seen anything like that here. So now they're tightening the restrictions, so it came a bit as a shock. Yeah, we are dealing with that.
I spoke to a few people in New Zealand, and they've turned around and said it's a pain because their main fights are the ones in Australia. So because you've locked down, New Zealand has become even smaller in regards to what fights they can take.
Exactly.
But hopefully it won't last too long, and everyone over there is as safe as they can be, and that's all we can wish, isn't
it? Finger crossed, finger crossed. We can only be positive, hoping for the best.
So, Mirko, people that don't know who you are, let's give them a little bit of who you are. When did it all start for you? When did you get into boxing?
So I got into box. Well, first of all, I'm Italian. I'm from Rome. And there where I started boxing, it was about 10 years ago. And a friend of mine just started boxing. He looked really enthusiastic about it. So one day I decided to go with him in the gym. And then funny enough, after 3 months, I was the one who was still going to the gym every single day. And he just quit because it was just too much for him. And then from there, I basically haven't stopped. So after 3 or 4 years fighting in Italy, I had like around 15 or 20 fights in Italy. I decided to move in London, in England. So I moved in London, and obviously I couldn't speak any English, so everything was new. And my main focus was, to find a job, because I needed to eat as much as I love boxing. I needed to eat and stuff. So I found a job, kind of settled down, and then I picked up boxing even over there. And at few fights over there in London, I was fighting out of the left hook in East London first, and then the Miguel Boxing Gym in Brixton.
Okay.
It was an amazing experience. I had the chance to spar with people like Isaac Dogboy and body spar only. Thanks God. It was a great experience anyway. There's plenty of champions over there. And yeah, the few fights over there, and then I decided to move in Australia. So again, I came here, and at first it was just for, to do a different experience. So I was traveling, and obviously I couldn't box. But then when I was in Cairns, because I travel all the East Coast from Melbourne up till Cairns, while I was in Cairns, I got a call from a good friend of mine, Giovanni De Carolis, which, by the way, just fought in Manchester, if I'm not wrong, with the Sniper for the European title. Yeah. So he was fighting in Sydney. Yeah, exactly. So my friend was fighting in Sydney. So I flew from Cairns here in Sydney. While I was there at the wedding, he needed a person to translate what he wanted with the promoter and everything. So I kind of got involved, and I had the chance to meet Tony Del Vecchio, which is my current trainer. So yeah, we were there at the wedding. Tony Del Vecchio has an Italian background, so we start talking. He talked with my coach in Italy as well. And just there on the spot, we decided I was gonna pick up boxing again. And the very next week, I went to the boxing gym and started training over there. After getting back into shape, I had a few amateur fights, culminating with the winning of the King of the Ring. And then after that, I sat down with my coach, Tony. We had a chat and I decided to turn pro. After I had my pro debut, we were locked down. We went into lockdown last year, so I had to wait a bit. And then I got back to it. And as soon as I had the chance, I fought again. Eventually, I won the New South Wales title. And yeah, I recently fought like a couple of months ago in Townsville. And now we are just waiting. Next step probably will be, we were talking about fighting for the Australian title. Yeah. And my goal is to win in the Australian championship. And then after that, we'll see. But like in the near future, I see myself fighting for Australian title and Australian title.
God, blimey, I'll tell you, you've had a journey, haven't you, Mirko?
Yeah.
So why originally did you pick to go from Italy to London? Was it the opportunity?
I just needed something different. I didn't move for boxing. I love my life. Always loved my life in Italy. But I was 19 years old, and I felt like I need a bit of independence, which I couldn't get in Italy because it was very hard to find a job, get independence. So I decided to move in London to get my independence. But then once I settled down, like what I love is boxing. As I said before, as much as I need to work to, I need food, all these things, these basic things, my passion is boxing. So as soon as I settle down, I pick up boxing again.
Yeah. And then to travel all the way to Australia, I think you travel there for the sunshine more than anything, because there's none in the UK.
Yeah, that is correct. But as I said before, my main goal was just, get kind of long holiday. I wanted to come here, travel as much as possible, and then just go back either in Italy or in London. But then
you fell in love with
it. Just love the life over here. I had a work-life balance. It's a happy life here. So I just decided to stay. And then on top of that, I found a gym where I really feel like family. So I decided to stay. And then I start my pro journey.
Yeah, well, let's hope that it can kick off again soon. You've had the 4 fights so far. You've won the 2 by knockout as well. So you're doing well, mate. You're doing well. So everyone's got to start somewhere, and they've got to, have the opportunity to progress. You're still young, so that's the good thing on your side, isn't it? Especially during these times.
Yeah. As I said before, I pick another fight. We went up in Townsville against a guy from Townsville, and once you pick this kind of fight, that you always got to do something more. You got to either knock him out or really, really impress the judge. Because on my view, and many other people, the fight was very close, but I personally thought I did enough to win. But what can you do? You can't change.
Did you find it was sort of that home fighter's advantage?
It is. Unfortunately, it is. Unfortunately, it is pretty much everywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you fight, but being away is always harder. Look at the Charlo Castano fight. I personally think Castano did enough to win the fight, but you are in Texas, and you definitely got to do more. It was a close fight, and just like mine was a close fight. Heads off to my opponent was very hard, and split open his eyebrow. He eventually he got like 5 stitches, and he kept coming forward. He had some attributes. The heads off to him, but I personally think I landed more shots and the cleanest one. But what can you do? You can't change the past. You can just change the future. So we are ready. As I say, I'm keen to get a rematch with the guy. Hopefully, will be for a title as well. I'm just pumped for that.
Well, as you say, all you can do, you don't lose a fight, you learn from a fight, as they say. So
exactly. I watched the fight again a couple of times, and I'll guarantee you, I took a lot back from watching the fight. Like, for example, I know I should have been more aggressive because my boxing, I like to counter punch. So I was a bit too much on the back foot, and judges doesn't like it much. So and I was respecting his power as well, because I knew that all his win came by knockout. So I was respecting his power. I didn't want to engage in any war when I knew that technically I could get the better of him just staying on the outside. But taking that back from the fight, I know the next time when I'll face him again, I know I will push a bit more on the front foot, and hopefully I will get the result.
Well, let's hope we get to see it soon, mate. And maybe one day we'll see you on a stream or on a channel over here, and we get to see you in the UK at some point.
That'd be lovely. That'd be lovely. I still have a lot of friends in London. That'd be great.
No, well, Mirko, honestly, it's been lovely having you on. And as I say, Phil Riches at Riches Boxing speaks very highly of you and says how much of a nice guy you are. And yeah, we wish you all the best for the future, mate.
Thank you very much, and thanks for the opportunity.
No problem. You take care.
Thank you very much. Stay safe.
See you, mate. Bye.
See you. Good to chat with you. See ya.
Mirko Pizzi. Yeah, he's got a bright future ahead of him. As I say, it's all come down to the lockdown in Australia. They're going through a bit of a struggle over there at the moment. It seems to have hit them a lot harder this time. So we just wish that everyone is safe and okay over there, and he can get back out and fight and do what he does best. So wish him all the best for the future. And as I say, you've been watching JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Riches Boxing and Limitless Creations. Hit the subscribe button and check out the rest of the content, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.